Military tensions on the India-China border have continued to escalate since the entry of thousands of Beijing troops into India's 4 restricted areas in the spring of 2020. The tensions broke out after the two armies clashed, in which dozens of Indian personnel were killed and others injured. India has also begun to fight against China through building military and economic power and cooperating with the Quad member countries, namely Japan. From spring 2020 to August 2020, India responded to Chinese attacks by imposing significant economic sanctions that were enough to send China into a panic. In April 2020, the government required approval for investments from countries that share land borders with India. The rule is aimed at China, which is one of the biggest investors on the border. Then in June, as dozens of Indian soldiers died in the course of fighting China, New Delhi raised tariffs on more than 300 goods imported from Beijing and banned 59 of its apps, including TikTok. The government at the end of July also announced a ban on imports of products in 370 categories mainly from China, citing poor quality. India has increased its military budget enormously. The country quickly bought new weapons and conducted missile tests 12 times in 45 days from September to October 2020. The missiles it possesses are India's endeavor to counterattack Chinese troops stationed in Tibet and the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. India's Radram hypersonic, supersonic and anti-radar missiles are also capable of penetrating Chinese network defenses and attacking Chinese military bases far across the border. Not only China is preparing fighter jets, India is also using Rafale, which can fly at very low altitudes, penetrate deep into enemy territory, and accurately attack with long-range bombs. Apart from weapons, India also formed 17 corps, consisting of 90,000 troops, to fight thousands of Chinese troops who were armed on the border.